Only eating French food for a full day. It is day 2 of my honeymoon in the Loire Valley. And guys, this morning we woke up in a freaking castle. I just don't even know what life is right now. Headed straight to the breakfast room with its medieval chic decor. I love French breakfast so much. Started with a little pain au raisin, which are one of my favorite pastries when they're done right. Then I had jam and butter on baguette because French jam and butter is just so elite. I also had some yogurt and granola, and I topped it with honey that is literally made on the castle premises. And then I just needed more pastry in my life, so I went back for another croissant and of course washed this all down with some orange juice. Then I looked out the window and I saw someone literally putting pumpkins in the garden. I don't know why, I just found this very wholesome. We spent our morning exploring the grounds of the Chateau du Rivaux, and this place has genuinely been designed to make you feel like you're in a real life fairy tale. For lunch, we headed to this really random roadside restaurant that I found on Google. I am pretty certain we were the only non-locals in there, which is always a great sign. This place offered a 4-course meal for €19.50. The first course was a salad buffet, and listen, it was giving school cafeteria vibes, but honestly, all the salads tasted pretty good. I then had the steak and frites, and I normally order my steak rare, but this is the medium rare in France. This was actually perfectly cooked for me. It was so good with that blue cheese sauce, and honestly was just very impressed for the price. I loved this for the third course. They just brought you out a giant plate of cheese and you could take as much as you liked from it. I really understand why the French love their cheese course so much. For dessert, I got the millefeuille, which had definitely been taken straight out of the freezer because it was kind of still frozen. Listen, I wasn't too upset given the overall price of the meal. After lunch, we headed to, surprise, surprise, another castle. This is Chateau Chenosso, and with over 1 million visitors a year, it's one of the most popular castles to visit in the Loire Valley. We got a little buggy tour of the property, which was so wholesome. We got to meet the head florist of the castle, as we found out they changed the flower arrangements in there every single week. It was so cute because he was clearly so passionate about his work. And at the end, he gave me this bouquet of flowers. Aren't they beautiful? On the property of the castle, they even make their own wine, so we went and had a little wine tasting. After this, we drove to our next accommodation, Chateau Nazel-Negron. This is genuinely one of the most stunning bed and breakfasts I've ever stayed at. For dinner, the property prepared us this stunning picnic spread. We had some wine that we bought at the wine tasting, and that really went down a treat. Then we had this delightful section of cheeses and breads, a tomato and feta salad, which I'm pretty sure was made with tomatoes from the property, these falafel bites, which were really well spiced and surprisingly not too dry. This was a parsley and goat's cheese dip, so it was really creamy and really herbaceous. And then this was a pate, which I've seemed to really develop a taste for since coming to France, plus a little melon and mint salad, which was so refreshing. After we had eaten, we headed to the town of Amboise for sunset, and guys, this view quite literally took my breath away. I almost cried of happiness. The reflections of the chateau on the water, it was just too beautiful for words. Such a perfect end to such a perfect day.